Welcome to Stir Up Some Love. It's a series of restaurant cooking demonstrations to help showcase some of the local restaurants and the recipes that have helped make this community a special place.
I'm going to teach you guys the secret to my famous sticky ribs.
Treehouse is an amazing community that is re-envisioning foster care.
And we couldn't be prouder to be working with them.
I always think about the movie Julie and Julia. If something lands on the floor, I have her in my head saying, "It's okay.
You're at home.
You're at home. Nobody's gonna know." Not that we do that in the restaurant.
No.
But that's a different beast altogether. I'm Jesse Hassinger.
I'm Amy Francis, and we are the co-owners of Belly of the Beast in Northampton, Massachusetts.
Today we are going to make a Hassinger family jambalaya.
Jesse and I met while we were still in high school, and so when I would come over for dinner, I was always thrilled whenever they were making this dish. You bring each component to the table in separate bowls so that everybody can make their own meal at the table.
You really just need some sweet peppers, some onions, some garlic, sausages if you want to do the meat component, and rice.
As well as my favorite, which is
the cheese.
That's right. I put way more cheese on this dish than I think anyone else ever does.
We're going to start with our trusty onion, the base of almost every dish worldwide.
These onions are from right up in Montague. Red Fire does a beautiful job.
Usually we would get peppers from Kitchen Garden Farm in Sunderland. They do a chili fest every year that is just fabulous. At Belly of the Beast, we try to use as much local as possible. Next, we're gonna chop our garlic. We're looking for a nice little crumble, some crispies that are gonna end up on the top. So now that we have the veg all chopped, we're gonna move on to the sausages. My favorite is a nice spicy Italian sausage because it has a little bit of sweetness to it, has a little bit of the spice to it. If you can buy uncased sausage or bulk sausage, because I'm actually gonna be removing the casings right now so we get a nice crumbly sausage. Cut right down the center, and you're just breaking the casing so that you can then remove it. These sausages are from our local butcher here in Northampton, Sutter Meats, and they do a wonderful job and have a great variety.
Hi, beautiful. You're doing great.
We're going to start by frying the garlic. So I have the oil for that right here. I'm just going to put in a nice small pan, and we just need a little bit of oil in this pan as well to get the peppers and onions going. The sausages are going to have enough fat, so they're going to not need any oil or other fat. So this is starting to shimmer a little bit, so I'm going to go ahead and put the garlic right in here and make sure that all of the garlic is submerged in the oil. At the end of the day, you're going to have some oil that has some beautiful garlic flavor to it. So definitely hold on to that oil and use it for any other cooking projects that you want to do. Now this oil is starting to look really nice as well, so I am going to put the onions in here. So one of the most important things about cooking is you really want to season as you go. I'm going to put a little bit of salt, and then before I add more salt, after I add the peppers, I'm just going to taste them. You don't really want the onions to color too much. You really just want to sweat them down and get them nice and soft. Put the sausages right in here and just let them cook for a little bit. Render off some of the fat. These sausages are just smelling so fragrant and really beautiful. The garlic is looking really nice. I'm going to take it off of the heat. As it's cooling, it's going to continue to cook a little bit, and that pale stuff in the center is going to darken up in the next few minutes. I want to make sure that we're cooking the peppers as well and not overcooking the onions. So this is a good time to get these peppers in. And you want to stir them around so you're making sure that you get the peppers in contact with the direct heat on the bottom of the pan. It's where you want a nice little crunch on the peppers and this nice softness for the onions themselves. These sausages are coming along really nicely. You want to make sure that obviously they're cooked through. Sometimes that can be a little bit more difficult, especially if they're very highly seasoned as this is, and a cook off and have everything be more of a uniform kind of this beautiful brown. As it cooks, you want to definitely kind of smush it around so that the sausages break down a little bit so you have some nice chunks to work with. And then I'm also going to put in a little bit of cayenne pepper. I like things hot. Amy is not great with a lot of heat, so I'm just going to do a little pinch. One of the reasons why I love cayenne so much is that it doesn't smack you in the face right when you put it in your mouth, but it kind of has this lingering warmth that leaves you wanting to eat more. And then I'm also going to include a little bit of berbere seasoning. This is an traditional Ethiopian seasoning mix. Some paprika in here, along with some fenugreek, coriander, cumin, some black pepper, a little bit of cardamom, touch of cinnamon. This sausage is nice and ready. Turn this off. That pale garlic has now kind of turned a really nice nutty color there. The smells are really hitting me. Salt level is perfect. So I'm going to say that this is done. Turn the heat off on that. And then the next thing we'll do is get everything into some bowls so we can plate it at the table. Now that everything is cooked through, we have plated them on our serving bowls right here. You just want to get a little bit of rice as your base, and then you want to put some cheese so that you can get it to melt between the layers of the rice and the next peppers and onions. And then we have the sausages. If you don't eat the meat, you're still going to have a fantastic tasting meal. And then you want a nice little dollop of the fried garlic on top. After all that, I am very hungry to try this. The beautiful pork with those great Italian spices, mixing in with sweet peppers and onions. Nice cheddar cheese, giving a really beautiful kind of baseline there, and that little bit of crunch from the fried garlic. Beautiful stuff. Thank you so much for joining us. We hope that you're going to have a fun time making this dish for your family at home. Thank you so much, Treehouse, for inviting us to do this demo.
Yeah, we are really thrilled with all of the wonderful community work that they do for us here in the Pioneer Valley. Our community in this valley is incredible. All the farms and their bounty give to us every year, and we're able to put that on a plate and serve it to you. And we're so honored and humbled that we can still do that through all this. Delivering it to your homes instead of having you come into our eatery, but that will happen once again.
Let's stir up some love.
Thank you so much for tuning in to the Stir Up Some Love series. We are so excited that you are supporting Stir Up Some Love, area chefs and restaurants, and the Treehouse Foundation. The Treehouse Foundation is re-envisioning foster care in the region and beyond. And we have this intergenerational community where families adopting children from the public foster care system live next door to caring elders 55 and older who act as honorary grandparents. Here at Treehouse, our vision is that everyone thrives. We are so excited to have you join us for Stir Up Some Love. Thank you.